Hey, what's happening? It's Nick with Lone Star Boot Reviews, and today we're going to be taking a trip to Smoke Sessions Barbecue in Royse City, Texas. Alright, so we're going to do something a little different today. We're going to review a barbecue joint. It's a little trailer out in the country in Royse City, Texas. It opened up, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. Gets great reviews, and we've never been there before, so we decided to try it out on this Saturday afternoon. Give you all a quick review of it.
In a quarter of a mile, you'll arrive at Smoke Sessions Barbecue. Your destination will be on your right.
All right, well, about 45 minutes later, we made it, and pretty limited seating, but we got here in time to get a table, so let's see what this is all about. I would like a 1/4 pound of brisket, a garlic Monterey Jack sausage link, mac and cheese, and then I don't know, pick me out another side. I don't care if it comes with 2. If not, just give me mac and cheese. All right, so I'm not sure what this little building is, but there's the trailer that they sell out of. You can see over here, they're huge smokers. Those are pretty cool. You can cook a lot of briskets in those. And then you got all their wood stacked up right here, which is a lot of wood, but I bet you that only lasts them at the most a week, I would guess. I don't cook barbecue in giant smokers, so I don't really know, but I can't imagine that would last over a week. So let's sit down and get us some food, shall we? All right, so seated, and this wait is killing me. I haven't had any good brisket in a little bit, and it's probably my favorite food. So I'm sure this will live up to the hype. I hope so, at least. We've had a ton of really good barbecue places open up in this area recently, I'd say in the last 2 or 3 years. Now we're back. Had to move to a table with an umbrella per my wife's request, and I'd have to say it's probably the right call. I don't know why I didn't sit at this one to begin with, because it is hotter than Hades out here. It's about 105, which is typical of Texas this time of year, but you never really get used to it. And here she comes. Boy, I'm excited. I cannot wait for this.
Why are you dumbass sitting in the
I don't know, because I'm stupid.
I got you sides, and me just put brisket and sausage. Those are brisket beans.
Okay. So I got brisket, a garlic Monterey Jack. They gave us both sides.
Oh, okay. It's not
Brisket, a garlic Monterey Jack, homemade sausage, mac and cheese, and some brisket beans. Looks like kind of ranch style beans, which is my favorite. So I want to try to, wow, the brisket's so tender I can't pick it up. I was going to try to show it to you. Oh, wow.
It's good.
Yeah.
Macaroni and cheese is real good.
God, you can't even pick it up. It's so good. Now you can see how tender this is, and you can see that little row of fat there. That is what you want in a good brisket, and a good smoky flavor to it. This is really good, you guys. That's fantastic.
Is it?
Yeah, really good. With good brisket, you actually want to get it fatty, in my opinion, because this doesn't dry out if you have the fat on it. And the fat actually just melts in your mouth. I mean, it's not like chewing on fat at all.
Very good.
Beans are pretty good. It is a ranch style beans.
With brisket in them.
With brisket in them. Honestly, they're a tad bland, but they're pretty good. I might pour some of this barbecue sauce on it. For the most part in Texas, we don't use barbecue sauce on our meat. They usually give it to you, but most people, if you're eating the good stuff, don't use it because you don't need it. The meat's already moist and it's got such good beefy flavor. I don't want to mask it with sweet barbecue sauce. Mac and cheese is good.
Is this cheese in here?
Yeah,
Okay.
on both of them.
It is, really?
Uh-oh, they gave us one of the wrong sausages. Wind's a little bit out of control. That's another thing about Texas in July and August, is it gets windy as all get out. It's a really good sausage. I typically am not a fan of sausage with the cheese in it either, but this is good. It's real cheese, and it's a cheese that melts really well. And the garlic flavor's really good, and you're getting a nice spice. I think it's got jalapeno in it as well as the pepper jack cheese. And y'all know us Texans love spicy food. All right, so they swapped out our sausage, no problem. It's really good, babe. You ought to try a little bite of it.
Really? All right.
The cheese is real melty.
All right.
It's not like the hot dogs we had as a kid.
Yeah, it is good.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not gonna be able to eat half of this. I ordered a 1/4 pound of brisket, and I bet you this is a 1/2 pound. Because normally one thick slice is about 1/4 pound. Let me see if I can pick this other one up so I can show you how big it is. Yeah, here we go. Look at that. That's just one slice, and you can see it's, you know, a 1/2 inch thick. And then these sausages are about 1/4 pound. I've already taken 2 bites out of this one. I think that's heavier than 1/4 pound too. And then the sides are big.
Did you try the sauce? See if it was sweet?
I did not.
Let me try it.
So, Texas barbecue brisket is expensive no matter where you get it. And this is $10 for a 1/2 pound.
This is pretty good.
Yeah,
You want to try it?
yeah, I do. It's pretty good sauce.
It is.
So I think the price is high because, one, brisket's gotten even more popular than it ever was because there's so many good restaurants opening up. And on top of that, the labor that goes into it is ridiculous. I mean, you gotta smoke these things for like 18 hours, and that means somebody watching the fire at all times. So when you find a place that gives you a little extra, it's always a good value. And I would say average price for a pound of brisket is probably $18 to $21 a pound.
Yeah.
And this was, they sell it by the 1/2 pound, so it's 10 a 1/2 pound, which is 20 bucks a pound. So that's average price.
You want to try this without the cheese in it, babe?
Yeah. So what was the grand total?
30.
30?
34.
34. That's a good
I
price.
thought it was cheap.
That's a really good price, especially for the amount of sides we got. She only ordered 2 sides, and they gave us both what I would consider a big side for an individual.
Cute. That macaroni and cheese is pretty good, don't you think?
It's good. I think the beans are a little bland. That's my only complaint, but I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of this barbecue sauce and see if it spices them up a little bit. So let me know in the comments if you guys are fans of Texas barbecue or barbecue in general from where you live. This is the quintessential Texas plate right here. Only thing that's missing is beef ribs. Are really popular and really good, but they're really expensive. They're like $27 a pound. And the problem with that is you're paying for the bone too. And it's a large rib bone. And I don't think, looking online, I didn't look at the menu board here, but I didn't see a beef rib on the menu online.
No, I didn't see it up there.
They do have pork ribs. Almost everybody has pork ribs. But Even though I love pork ribs,
Wish I got one to try.
Texas is a beef state.
How was the beans with the barbecue sauce?
Better. Want to try?
I just put salt and pepper on mine.
That's pretty good. Is it better with salt and pepper too?
Yeah.
Did you think they were a little bland?
A little bit. They don't quite taste like they're done.
Yeah,
They
they're
got a little bite to them.
They're a little
Oh,
al dente, as the Italians say. So they probably could have been cooked 10 or 15 minutes longer.
yeah.
And I am already getting full, big time. We got here just in time. We got here about 11:30. They open at 11. And like I said, there's only there's only 4 tables out here. And there's people starting to come in now, whereas before there was only one party at a table and one person in line when we got here. But yeah, I'm interested to hear where you guys live and what you think of the barbecue there. I know most places do pork, and we like pork too, but we were raised on brisket, so that's our favorite. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this up here because we're stuffed as a tick, and give you my final thoughts. My final thought is this is definitely worth the 30 or 40 minute drive from my house. I would give it probably 4.5 out of 5 stars. I only am docking it a half star because the beans were a little undercooked and a little underseasoned, but that's personal preference, and it might just be today's batch, I don't know. But the brisket was a 5 out of 5. The sausage was definitely a 5 out of 5, and the mac and cheese to me is a 5 out of 5. It was creamy and has quite a bit of flavor, which both of those are lacking in a lot of mac and cheeses you get. So if you're in the DFW area, I would definitely give Smoke Sessions Barbecue a try. I'm a big fan, and I'll be back for sure. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, you guys, and thank you everybody who's subscribed already and is watching this video, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Take it easy.